from Tom's Hardware. I'm in New York at the Motorola event, checking out the latest Moto X. This is the Moto X Style Pure Edition, which is coming to the US market as an unlocked device. And before I go into some specs and talk about the actual phone itself, as you can see in the background here, the Moto X Style is going to be available in a wide variety of colors and different backs through Motorola's Moto Maker, which is available on Motorola.com. So you can customize your Style Pure to have a wide variety of different backs. So on the bottom row here, we have some of the soft touch. It's what they call coated silicone rubber. So pulling up the white model here, you can see it's a smooth textured finish that's supposed to resist any kind of marking. So even if you have the white model, it's not going to get dirtied up after a long period of use. So the coated silicone rubber versions are available in 10 different colors. As you can see here, we have a lime green, we have an aqua blue, we have a merlot, we have a pink, we have a gray, and we have a white. I can also bring in this color here, which looks like to be a teal, and there's a blue. So there's a wide variety of different of the coated silicone rubber. This metal accent here, which is metal, is also available in 7 different accent colors. So as you can see here, we have silver, we have a pink anodized metal, we have a dark gray, we have this sort of lime gold. There's also a champagne metal as well. So there's a wide variety of metal colors. On the back row here, there's some of the leather options. So the leather that Motorola is using is called Saffiano leather, which if I pull this up here, I don't know if you can see on the camera, there's actually a sort of texture to the leather finish. And apparently this is something that was popularized by famous fashion house Prada. So we have a red leather back, we have this natural leather finish back here. There is also a black leather back, though I don't have the phone here right now, and a cognac, which is supposed to be a darker leather. So this is again the leather back finish. There's also the Moto X Style Pure is available in a wood finish as well. So as you saw from the beginning of the video, this is the ebony finish. There's also a bamboo model with a bamboo back, and there's a ash black model here, which you can see. This is a dark sort of gray finish, and last but not least, there is the walnut finish. So those are some of the color options available for the Moto X Style Pure Edition that you can order from Moto Maker. Moto Maker is available in the US, France, Germany, UK, and they recently announced the availability of Moto Maker in Brazil. It is not available in other countries yet, though Motorola is evaluating its availability in other countries. So before I talk about the specs, there's one last thing. The Moto X Style Pure Edition is also going to be available on Amazon.com and BestBuy.com and in Best Buy stores, though the version of the phone that you can buy from those retailers, you'll be able to get the bamboo backed model with the silver accents, you'll be able to get the black back model with the dark gray accents, and you'll be able to get the white model with the champagne accents. So if you do buy it from a retailer or you buy it from Amazon, you're not going to have as many options available to you in for color schemes. So moving on to the phone itself, the Moto X Style is a Snapdragon 808 processor. It has 3 gigs of storage, 3 gigs of RAM. It's available in 16, 32, and 64 gigs of RAM storage. So there is a micro SD slot. The micro SD slot is in the same tray as the SIM card, so you can expand the storage. On the back here we have a much improved, vastly improved camera. It's a Sony sensor. It's a 20 megapixel IMX230 sensor. I was told the lens aperture is f2.0. It has an IR cut filter, and Motorola is claiming it's the best camera of any smartphone. Obviously we'll have to test that in person, but the samples I've seen look pretty good. There's a dual LED flash as well. Around front we have another camera. We have a 5 megapixel camera. It has an 87-degree lens, and a nice innovation is there's actually a front-facing flash on the camera, which is something not many phones have, which obviously is going to help with the in the selfie department. Software-wise, it's running Android Lollipop. Motorola is known to produce phones with very, very stock Android skin with minimal changes. There's just some sort of custom Moto apps included, including Moto Assist. So on the software side of things, things have not changed that much from the previous Moto X and obviously the Nexus 6. You can see the design language is very much like the previous Moto X and the Nexus 6. So this is a metal frame around it with a non-removable back. There's a 3,000 milliamp battery inside, though with the turbocharger included, you get rapid charging. There's actually a 25-watt turbocharger included in the box with the phone, so you don't actually have to buy that charger separately. The screen is a 5.7 inch, it's a quad HD display, but unlike the Nexus 6, it is not an AMOLED panel, it is a TFT panel, which should mean a much brighter screen. One of the weaknesses of the Nexus 6 screen was it was not particularly bright. A couple other things to talk about is that there's also a model called the Moto X Play. Actually, I don't have the Moto X Play here to show you, but that's going to be available in Europe and other markets, including Canada. The Moto X Play is going to be a little bit cheaper, and it's powered by a Snapdragon 615 processor instead of the 808 processor. Doesn't have the flash on the front, doesn't have the wide angle front-facing camera, though the Moto X Play edition still has the same rear camera sensor. A couple other features, there's stereo front-facing speakers. It is nice that Motorola has removed that serrated finish to the front-facing speaker. I found on the previous Moto X that serrated edge to the speaker actually could damage other things in your pockets. So stereo front-facing speakers. It has a water repellent coating throughout the phone, so in rain or you can splash water on it, though it's not water resistant, it is water repellent, so you can't submerge the phone in water. Another very innovative feature for it is it has universal LTE bands. So because this phone is not going to be available with the carriers, it's only going to be available as a pure edition from Motorola.com or Best Buy or Amazon, unlocked. It will actually support the LTE frequencies for Sprint, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and any other carrier you can think of. So it's pretty amazing that you'll be able to buy a device that you can use on any US carrier. And of course, because you're buying it carrier unlocked, you don't have to worry about bloatware or additional software. You're getting a pure Android experience with some of those very useful Motorola applications. So to wrap it up, it's the price. It's $399.99 for the 16 gig model, which is a really good price for such a high-end flagship smartphone. If Motorola's camera lives up to its claims, and if the other performance such as battery life and processor performance is as good as some of the other phones in the market, I can definitely say at that price point it's definitely going to be one of the best phones you can buy. And the additional storage is an extra $50. So if you want the 32 gig model, it's $450, and if you want the 64 gig model, it's going to be $500. So this has been a quick look at the new Moto X, the Moto X Style Pure Edition. Unfortunately, it is not coming out until September of this year, so you do have to wait a little bit longer before you can get your hands on it. But we'll definitely update you when it's available, and should be able to get you a more detailed hands-on review once we get one to take home with us and test out for a longer period of time. This is Alex from Tom's Hardware. Thanks for watching.